when you see yourself as a quarterback, and there's other quarterbacks in the league, in the NFL that really stand out. I've asked you this question before. Now, as a college player, is there a particular quarterback that you watch when it comes to tape, video, and actually try to mimic? And is there a quarterback right now that you can compare yourself to that we know that plays in the league?
Yeah, pretty easy answer. Now that I've been here for a while, is Josh Allen, sneaky athletic guy who's got a great arm and a great personality off the field. One of our strength coaches coached Josh Allen, so a lot of the leadership things that he got from his experience with Josh, he tells me about. So it's grown me in that aspect a lot. And then Josh Allen, I don't know, what is this, his third year?
Yep.
Fourth
year. Well,
yeah,
hold on.
Fifth year,
because it's Sam Darnold's.
I thought he was
a
little bit younger than that,
Yeah.
but I mean, still seems like a younger guy in the league,
Yep.
and I am the same in college. So, I mean, I've been watching a lot of his tape, a lot of his footwork, and just to see like how far he's come as a younger guy.
You kind of look like Josh Allen. It's crazy to say
he
that.
does, yeah.
It's so funny to do. And you said Josh Allen, I'm like, hold on one second. I'm looking at Josh Allen right now. I'm like, you kind of look like Josh Allen. Oh, that's good. That's a compliment. Josh Allen's a little bit taller than you. I think he's 6'5".
He's like 6'5", 240 or something.
240, but yes. Do you have an arm like him? Do you feel that your arm strength is somewhere around his?
I mean, he's probably got the strongest arm in the league, him or Mahomes. But
I don't think Mahomes does. I think he's
no. They had a competition. Allen won.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think he does.
I had to say Mahomes just for political reasons.
Right.
I think it's.
I don't even think Allen has the strongest arm in the in the NFL.
I would think so.
He's a strong arm, but there are a lot of guys that people are not talking about that people don't realize have great arms. So, I mean. Again, you could go back and forth and argue those points, but Josh Allen and obviously Patrick Mahomes are the superstars right now in the league, the young superstars. So, of course, they're going to argue both those guys, the strongest arms in the NFL. But it's a pretty incredible thing when you look at yourself and you compare yourself somewhat to Josh Allen, and that's high praise in the player that he became, and high praise in who you are as a player. So that's great.
So one of the big changes of college football that has come since we last interviewed you has been these NIL deals that have come through for these players. So have you gotten involved in any of those so far? And what do you think of this whole process for college football?
I don't know what I think about it yet, but I think the opportunity of these guys to make money is great. Nobody's really reached out to me. I reached a couple companies. Hey dudes, I DM'd them. They didn't hit me back. Lowry Seasoning Salt. I love Lowry's. For those of y'all watching, Lowry Seasoning Salt. I DM'd them. They didn't respond. And then a couple other companies I messaged.
Do you want me to give you advice on that?
Yeah.
Go out, play hard this year. Do your best, and you will put yourself on that map, and everybody's going to reach out to you. Because
I agree. I agree. I think I need to just focus on football now, and don't worry about any of that.
No, don't worry about that, because I think with your personality, you got a pretty, your smile you brightens up the room. You can see it, that your personality and everything like that. You're always smiling. I think anybody that's endorsing something or advertising something, that will drive them to want to bring you in as a spokesman for their product. So just who you are as a person, I think it will. You just got to go out on the field and do what you do.
You could also say this show gave us the promotion that you have the looks of Josh Allen.
You do.
Yeah, right.
You do, but I think that's I know a little bit about it in marketing and stuff like that. I've been marketing myself for years when it comes to entertainment and stuff like that. I think what makes you different from all the rest of the guys that we've interviewed, the quarterbacks, is your smile, your personality, and you could see that when you walk into a room, you can bright up the room. You can make people like look at you and say, "Oh, he's happy, he's smiling," so everybody else is going to smile and be happy. No matter win or lose, you go out there and you do your best. It's going to show to everybody else. People are going to like you for who you are as a person. So trust me, go out there on the field. Do what you do best, and everything's going to come to you, man. You're going to see it. Everything that you ever wanted will come to you because there are not many people like you, especially your personality. So that I'm not just trying to blow your head up. We've interviewed a lot of good quarterbacks, a lot of young quarterbacks. We've interviewed a lot of players that were just drafted in the NFL. And the one thing that always stood out to me when, especially with Speedy telling me that you were coming on, I said, "Oh man, I know he's going to bring up that pizza." And I was trying to. It's so funny because I remember when I told you I was going to get to, I went to 2 post offices. Then I said, "What happens if I FedEx it?" He's like, "You're going to FedEx cold pizza? What are you, an idiot?" So I was like, "What? I think it's a smart idea, but one way or another, we're going to get you here. And if maybe." In the future, you get drafted by one of these New York teams, and you'll have your opportunity.
There you go. You could get it. You could get a sponsorship with a pizza company.
You know what's funny? I think a pizza company would be great for you. Now, what is your nationality, by the way?
I don't know. White guy from America.
His nationality is whatever Josh Allen's is.
Yeah.
A white guy from America. That was perfect. But by the way, what's your nationality? Yeah, I'm a white guy from America.
Yeah. I don't know what else.
I'm a Caucasian from America.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
That's pretty funny, actually. As everybody knows, we are talking to Duke sophomore and quarterback Riley Leonard. One more question for me, man. You look at yourself as a player, and then you go into a locker room, and obviously a lot of people are looking up to you. You're the quarterback. You're the face of the team. And a lot of people, like Eli Manning over the years, not a speaking type of quarterback in the locker room. Daniel Jones, we heard, is not much of a speaker in the locker room. What type of player are you in the locker room?
I think I'm the type of guy that can relate to everyone. I think I have a personal relationship with everybody on this team, and a guy that they can trust. I'm not going to get up there and yell at your face, but I think I can lead by example, and everybody seems to kind of be on their A game when they're around me. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to sound like I'm boasting, but
no, you have to. It's so funny. I'm sorry to cut you off. I talked to somebody from ESPN recently, and I told him I don't have an ego, and I really don't believe that I have an ego. He says, "Well, you should have an ego. I like people with egos." He says, "Egos is what brings you out as a personality. So bring out your personality. You do have an ego, and that's good to have an ego. It makes you different from everybody else. Your ego is different from the other one." But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I think I'm just the type of guy that's going to hold everybody to the highest standard and, bring out the best of them. On the field, I'm kind of I'm not very patient, so I'm always let's go. Always be encouraging. Got to work on getting on to some kids sometimes, but for the most part, we're all on the same page anyway. But yeah, I think I'm just the type of guy that people want to play with, and I just try to be the best teammate possible and help them out, more than I can help myself.
So one question from me and one question from one of our fans. One of our fans, John, asks, what is your go-to pregame meal? And also,
I think he answered this question. I'm going to try to remember before he answers.
Okay. And then I'm going to ask one I'm surprised that Errol didn't ask because he's a Duke fan. Did you have any experiences watching the Duke basketball team this season on Coach K's final year? And if so, what were those experiences like?
Yeah, I was able to go to a few games. Incredible experience. Basketball team is really good this year, and we obviously have one of the best fan bases in the country.
Not the best coach anymore. I mean, you bring in a terrible coach, by the way. Coach K is gone, and you bring in Scheyer. What are you?
Scheyer's great.
I can't stand him.
He's got the #1 recruiting class.
Oh, stop it! Is that what you're trying to sell to me? First of all, Coach K got the number one recruiting class. It wasn't Scheyer. Give me a break. Yeah, everybody's gonna give him credit, but it was Coach K. He's recruiting those guys. Give me a break.
How can you not like Scheyer?
I hate Jon Scheyer. I never liked him as a player. I grew up a Duke fan. I am a die-hard Duke Dookies basketball fan. I'm a Bobby Hurley fan. I've been a Bobby Hurley fan forever. So it's Christian Laettner with those teams. You weren't even alive when that happened, okay?
No.
All right? And I was. And I grew up a Duke fan. So sitting here and watching Jon Scheyer play makes me want to throw up, okay? Of all the people you could have chosen, you could have brought Bobby Hurley back to take over that team. But you chose Jon Scheyer. Coach K, what are you doing, bud? I mean, come on, you old you-know-what. I mean... I'm not going to throw Coach K under the bus because I love Coach K. But
we'll see this next upcoming year how good.
All right, you want me to answer? I'm going to guess what I remember your favorite go-to snack is. Okay, it is Cheetos.
Definitely not.
Oh,
I don't like
man.
cheese.
All right, what is it?
I said I don't like cheese. It's kind of confusing.
It was something. I remember it was something in a bag. I'm not.
Well, John asked about meal, not snack. It might be different.
Snack. Okay. Go ahead. What's your favorite meal?
A meal before a game would have to be pizza.
That's why. What am I, stupid?
Yeah.
You overthought it.
It would definitely be pizza.
You got so flustered about Jon Scheyer. That's why.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I try, I eat pizza every day. I got a pizza in the oven right now that's frozen pizza, DiGiorno. I eat pizza every day. So, yeah, definitely pizza before a game. It'll get you in the right mindset.
No, of course, man, and that's why I told you I was going to get, and I'm going to get you New York pizza. Even if I have to go down to Duke to give it to you, I'm going to. We were just, what's so funny? We drove down to Florida. We were passing right through. I could have brought you pizza.
I
could have brought you pizza.
Oh,
It's
good.
crazy.
I'll have to come up there.
You should, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot. The bagels over here to die for. Have you ever had a bagel before?
Yeah, I ate them from Panera. So.
Panera?
It's the best we got.
No, that's the best.
Remember, he lives right on the. What do you live right on the edge of Alabama, like the southern coast?
You have to come.
Yeah,
you have to come to New York.
I actually never had a bagel in Alabama, but I ate my first one at Panera up here in North Carolina.
Okay.
It was pretty good. So.
All right, man. Well, if you think that's good, you come over here. The bagels are to die for over here. And as far as the pizza is concerned, I think Chicago and New York are the best pizza you can possibly have. The deep dish over there in Chicago, and I think with the crust and the stuff that we have over the cheese and the sauce that we have is definitely the best. But I'm definitely going to get you pizza from over here. I think you deserve it. And listen, man, I want you to continue staying in touch with us. I wish you nothing but the best. I want you to succeed. I want you to be drafted. I want you to do everything that your heart desires as a player, man. And trust me, go out there, play your best, show these advertisers and sponsors what you're capable of doing on the field. It's endless what you can get when it comes to advertisements. I think your personality by itself will sell that to any sponsorship in the country. So I do believe that. And I like I said, Speedy and me, we've talked to a lot of these recruits, and I think there's just something about you with your personality and who you are. And you could tell that when you walk in a room, people draw to you. And I think that's something that an advertiser will want, a person that can go on a commercial or wear a shirt or wear a hat and promote that. That's something that you can do. And I think you're going to be very successful when people get to know you as a person on the field.
Riley, just one more thing. John has one more food question. Have you ever gone into UNC territory and eaten hot dogs at Sup Dogs?
No, I have not, but that will be on my list to do within the next week. I will be eating at Sup Dogs.
Just make sure you protect yourself, or you go with a bunch of other guys from Duke.
I'll bring some of the O-line.
Yeah, you better.
I'm pretty sure I'll be protected.
You don't want to go into that territory without any protection. That's for sure.
That's right.
Anyways, thank you for joining us, Riley. We'll be in touch very, very soon. Tell the fans how they can find you on social media.
Okay. So Instagram's Riley.jleonard. Twitter, Riley Leonard 12 maybe, and then I think that's about it. So yeah, that'd be great if anybody watching has me on there.
Carl says, one of our fans says, Errol, deliver him the pizza, then dude, go to a local pizza joint and say, look, I could get pizza delivered from New York.
That's pretty funny.
Listen. If I have to travel every single time to UNC or North Carolina to bring people pizza, it's not worth it to me. I'm going to
That's
save the
true.
gas money over there.